channel. My name is Darian and welcome to another weekly vlog. So I literally just ended last week's weekly vlog and I realized that I forgot to mention something. So if you watched last week's vlog, I finished reading The Will of the Many and that was a big feat for me. And then I wanted to pick up a little bit of a palette cleanser after that, something I could get through quickly. So I did pick up Witch Hat Atelier Volume 1, which I'm reading with some of my friends this month. And I started it yesterday. Started it yesterday during my lunch break. How far did I get? I'm on page like 75. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is finish this morning before I go to work. Is that possible? I have to leave in like an hour. So we'll see. If not, I'll finish it on my lunch break today. But yes, so I'm reading this. If you saw last week's vlog, I'm trying to participate in 2 readathons this month. The first one is Gameathon, which is hosted by my friend Sid. It is her Patreon readathon where you read queer books and play queer games. And the other one is Kayla's Sell Your Soul readathon, which is for her channel members. And it is based on the spreadsheet that she has done with like all her channel members' favorite books. She's been doing a lot of videos centered around that recently. So I haven't made great progress on either of those. And I know this isn't for either of those either. This is not queer, as far as I know anyway. I just wanted something that I could get through quick, something a little cute. I am still reading Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead, which is definitely queer, by Emily Austen. Because one of the reasons I'm reading that is that next week I am going to her event in Ottawa. Well, not next week. In this vlog in a few days I'm going to her event in Ottawa and I think I'll be able to meet her. I'm trying not to keep my hopes up because they said there will be time for signing, but like I've heard, I don't go to author events because authors never come anywhere near where I live. I've heard a lot of times like authors, they end up not having time to do signings or something like that. So I'm trying not to keep my hopes up, but I'm just very excited to at least see her talk. So that is happening on Saturday. So I think I can definitely finish that probably tomorrow. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna be reading, but it's gonna be a very exciting week. I'm very excited to see Emily Austen. She's one of my favorite authors. She just gets me. She just gets it. So yeah, so I just wanted to start off this vlog. I am gonna try to finish this before I have to go to work, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Don't look at my hair. First things first. Oh, hi Tiger. First things first, it is Tuesday and I'm gonna talk to you guys while I eat my dinner, but I have a new poppy to try. It is the, focus please, Raspberry Rosé. It looks like this. So I haven't tried this yet. It's probably not new to anyone else but me, but this is the first time I've seen this flavor here. So wait, let's take a moment. So I've only tried the strawberry lemon and the orange flavors because they're the only ones I have found here. I am still on the hunt for the cherry flavor because I have a feeling that will be my favorite, but we're gonna try this one. Okay, interesting. I was worried because I don't actually like raspberries, but I do sometimes like raspberry flavored things, so, but it is good. I think the strawberry lemonade, whatever it is still my favorite of the ones I've tried. If I ever find the cherry one, you're coming home with me. Anyways, hi. It's Tuesday. I have had a very tiring day. Today was my day. Every month I go to the bookstore, this indie bookstore where we buy all our books from for the library, and once a month I go and they have a showroom for librarians to be able to look at all the books physically. I know I've explained this before, but in case you don't know, that's what I do once a month. So that was what I did today. And I love those days, but today was a bit tiring because it was very hot. And I also have been trying to find like a cheap phone case because in last week's vlog I got a new phone and the phone cases I ordered still haven't arrived. I don't know what's taking so long. So today I was like, hey, I'm sure like in some store in like a pharmacy or something they have like the cheap phone cases. and I couldn't find any. I walked all over. I went into so many stores. No one was selling. I thought they would be like, you know, like keychains. Maybe I'm naive, but I feel like I've seen like just really, I don't need it to be good. I just feel so nervous just holding this around, just raw dogging it, you know? So I think tomorrow we're gonna maybe go to the mall because I know they have like those kiosks where they sell the stupid phone cases. Because I just want something. Like, I prefer a bad phone case than having nothing on it. Anyways, so I walked around a lot looking for a phone case, and then I got to the bookstore and I was having tech issues, which I literally almost always have when on my days when I go to the bookstore. And luckily I figured it out. It didn't take too long, but it was like just another thing added to my day. And yeah, it was just really hot and I was like so tired by the time I came home, which is why I look like this. So sorry about that. But I do have some reading updates. I did actually have two, yeah, I finished 2 books since we last spoke. I finished Witch Hat Atelier Volume 1 yesterday, and I mean, it only took, well, I could have easily read it in like an hour, but I read it in 2 days, whatever. But I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. It is essentially about this girl named Coco who is obsessed with magic and who has always wanted to be a witch. But she's always been told that you have to be born a witch. You can't just like become a witch. And then she has this like mysterious book of spells, and she tries a spell out one day and she ends up like turning her mom into stone or something. And so this alerts the witches and she becomes the apprentice for this like high profile witch who try to figure out how to help her mom. So that is like the introduction to this series. I think there's like 12 volumes out right now, but I definitely want to continue because I thought it was so cute. I loved Coco. The art in this book was, first of all, it was so beautiful, but it was also really funny, like just the facial expressions on people and the difference between like some of the panels were just so beautiful and then others were like just ridiculous. I loved it. I thought it was a great blend of like beauty and humor. So yeah, I really liked it, and I definitely want to pick up, I do own volume 2 as well, so maybe I'll pick that up soon. I don't know. I love how I was like, I'm gonna eat with you guys, and then I haven't started eating, and Tiger's waiting to eat my food. I have tortellini. Yes. So yeah, so I finished that, and then today I finished the audiobook for Everyone in This Room, no. Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen. And what can I say? I loved this book. I love Emily Austen. She just gets me. Like, if anyone's got my back, it's Emily Austen. And like, I definitely understand why her books wouldn't be for everyone, but I just love her writing so much. She talks so much about mental health and just like, I feel like her characters just get me. Like, I feel like the main characters in all 3 of her books are just like regular people, for a lack of a better word, who are just like trying their best. Like just trying to make it through and like just worry about everything. Like specifically in this book, Gilda just cares so much about everything, and she's like, why do I care so much? Like there was a line where it was like, how can everything feel like it matters so much but it also matters so little? Like it was something like that, and I was like, no, you get it. Like this is stuff I think about all the time, is like I care about the smallest things, but then I'm like, no, like these are the things that really matter, but then I'm like, well, I should be caring about like the really big things. So then anyways, welcome to my brain. But yeah, so definitely trigger warnings for suicidal ideation, I think, in all her books. Like definitely check the trigger warnings before you read her books. She talks a lot about mental health. All of her characters are going through like mental health crises, so check the trigger warnings. But I will say, like, she talks about serious topics but also adds humor to it, and I feel like she balances that very well, and I just love her. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I do want to reread Interesting Facts About Space because that one was a 4-star, but now that I've given her other 2 books 5 stars, maybe upon reread that one will also be 5 stars. My favorite is still We Could Be Rats. Like that book just, you know, so good. Those are my reading updates. I finally read some gay books. Well, one gay book, I guess. which had atelier was not gay. But I started, on my way home from work, I started, what is it called? Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma something, which I didn't get very far, but that is a sapphic Regency romance. So I'm excited about that one. And then I'm planning my next physical book. I'm planning on starting This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Motar and Max Gladstone. This has been on my TBR for far too long and I need to just read it. It's not very long, but I have heard like it's pretty dense. So I just need to read it. I just need to read it, and it's queer, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've heard it's queer. And it would also count, I think, for the buzzwordathon because the buzzword is memory words, and I think lose and time could work. So I think we're gonna start this tonight. But before that, I'm gonna finish my dinner that Tiger wants. I'm just gonna decompress. Tomorrow I have off, but I do have a dentist appointment. I hate the dentist so much. So I don't know how much reading I'll get done on my day off because I'll just be stressed about the dentist. But yeah, see you later, gamers. So it is Thursday now. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been feeling great these past few days. There's been a lot going on, obviously, both in my personal life and also just in the world, as I'm sure you all know. It's just been a lot, and I've just been having some pretty bad brain days. I don't want to look at anything, but I also can't stop doom scrolling. So it's been a lot. My mental health feels like it's just kind of not doing great. So I did have therapy yesterday, so that's good. But I'm just feeling very like, you know? So sorry if I'm a bit low energy, but I'm just like feeling really sad, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So yesterday was just kind of like not a great day. I did have my dentist appointment, which like, it was fine. I had no cavities, so that's good. But like, I hate the dentist, so that was not fun. And then I was just like feeling really sad. And that kind of continued on to today. But let's try not to be a downer. So I did start This Is How You Lose the Time War last night. I finally started this. I'm only like 41 pages in. And I mean, so far I like it, but I'm not very far in. I'm definitely kind of like still getting my bearings on what is going on. All I know is that there is this time war, and these two agents of time, red and blue, keep leaving letters to each other throughout time and space, and they keep finding these letters, and I'm quite sure they develop like romantic connection. So I'm excited to see that. It's also sapphic, so love that. And the writing is like beautiful. I think that's what most people talk about when they talk about this book, is how beautiful the writing is. Can confirm, the writing is beautiful. Sometimes it's a little too beautiful and I have no idea what they're saying. But that also might just be like my mood right now. I don't know. But honestly, like I'm in such a reading mood, but I'm also in such a watching booktube mood. So I think tonight I'll just like try to watch some booktube and then read, because I really want to dedicate time to reading. I think that will help my mental space a lot. So I'm hoping I can read this quickly since it is pretty short, but I also want to take my time with it because like I want to make sure I'm understanding it and kind of taking in the beautiful writing. So yes, but so far this is going well. That's the only reading update I have. But since it's Thursday, I now have a 3-day weekend, which I'm very excited about. Also because, like I've mentioned, Saturday I am going to Ottawa to see Emily Austen, and I'm so excited about that. I need other mentally ill girlies. I think that's what I need. And I think having a 3-day weekend will kind of hopefully like reset me a little bit. I think I just need a little break. And then in a few weeks I do have a vacation, so I'll have a week off work, and I think that will also help a lot because I haven't really had time off since I started this job, aside from like being sick. So yes, hopefully things are looking up, but If anyone else is struggling out there, I feel you and I'm here for you, and I'm just sending everyone all my love because it's just a really hard time to be a human being right now. And yeah, it's really hard, but I'm sending everyone all the positive vibes and we will hopefully get through this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go probably play some Switch. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I haven't picked up my Switch since finishing Celeste last week. Was that last week? I think it was. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna watch some booktubes. So we're gonna go do that and then hopefully read a bit and kind of take my mind off some things. I am gonna try to spend some time off my phone tonight. I think I just need a night of like me time, you know? So we're gonna go do that. When you're feeling sad, what do? You order a burrito. Yay! I did not update at all while I was there because, I mean, mostly because I was with my mom and I don't know, I feel weird filming in front of other people, so I just took a bunch of b-roll footage on my phone. I didn't want to bring my camera because I don't have a case for it yet, and like, imagine if something happened to it right after I just bought it. I didn't want to take any chances, so I just filmed on my phone. Hope that was okay. But yes, I went to Ottawa this weekend and it was just so lovely. I had such a great time. It was like exactly what I needed. And of course I went to the Emily Austin event, which was hosted by the Ottawa Public Library, and it was just so great. I definitely didn't film anything, and I don't really have many pictures. No one, when she was doing her signing after the talk, no one was taking pictures with her, and I didn't want to be the only one to be like, can I get a picture with you? So I decided not to ask. I didn't want to make her uncomfortable. I don't know. It was my first author event. I don't really know if like taking pictures is a normal thing or people always have to ask. I don't know. But anyways, so I got my books signed. So I mean, they all look like this, but I'm gonna show you all of them anyways. I did end up buying, here's We Could Be Rats. I did end up buying Interesting Facts About Space because it was the one book I didn't own by her. So I bought it yesterday before we left for Ottawa. So yeah, now I have all her novels and they're all signed, and the event was just like a breath of fresh air, honestly. It was exactly what I needed for the mood that I've been in. I've been in such a like doom and gloom mood, as I'm sure many people have been in, just like everything going on in the world, and I feel like it's hard to believe that there's still good people out there, you know, when all I see is just horrible things happening every single day. But to be in this room, like, it felt like such a safe space. I feel like everybody in the room was queer and it just felt like, I don't know, it's not like I talked to anybody, but it just felt like a very accepting group of people, and Emily was so lovely to well, to talk to, and also just to speak about her books, and also a bit about stuff going on in the world. And she's just such an interesting person to listen to, and I feel so lucky that I got to go, and it was definitely just a highlight of my year, my life. I just feel really grateful that I had that, and I feel like it just, not that my bad mood is gone or anything, because there's still horrible people and horrible things happening in the world, but it just kind of like, I really needed to see the good in the world, like with my own eyes. And so it just felt really lovely, and also like just a reminder to support your local library. I mean, the Ottawa Public Library is not my local library, but this was a free event that they hosted. I didn't pay anything, which was great, especially since I'm not a resident of Ottawa. I just went over and then got to meet one of my favorite authors, and hear a really insightful discussion. And yeah, I mean, I know not all libraries are able to host events like this, but definitely check out your library's programs, because there's a lot of cool stuff. And I mean, we really need libraries right now, and we need queer books, and we just need queer joy. And yeah, so I'm just really happy about how the event went, and I'm really happy I went, and I got to meet her, and she was just lovely, and yes, it was just great. So very happy about that. I also, so that was last night. Today's Sunday, by the way. That was last night. That's pretty much all we really did yesterday. We did go out for dinner before the event, and then today we went for brunch, and then we actually went to the bookstore that was at the event selling her books, and she had mentioned that the bookstore was queer owned, so I definitely wanted to check it out today. So I went today. It was so cute. It's called the Spaniel's Tail bookstore, or just Spaniel's Tail, but if you're ever in the Ottawa area, it is so cute. Just wow. The vibes were immaculate. It was so cozy, and they had like their own queer section. They do also have like a points program, which I was so sad that like when I checked out, they were like, do you have a points card? And I was like, no, I don't live here. But anyways, if you're ever in the area, I highly recommend checking it out. It was so cute, and I bought some books. I mean, I had to. I'm just supporting the local economy. It's not my local economy, but a local economy. So the first book I got was Spark of the Everflame. I want to be one of those girlies. I have been looking for this book in paperback for so long, because I really love these covers, and the hardcover is so big. I don't want to hold the hardcover. I wanted the paperback, and I didn't realize that they had started releasing the paperback, so it has these sprayed edges. Oh wow, you can't see that. Okay, this is the best I can do. But I really don't know what this is about, other than it's a romantasy, and I know the girlies love it. So yeah, the girl at the cash was like, oh my god, I couldn't put that down, so I had to get it, obviously. And then I got Beautyland by Marie-Helene Bertino. And this is a Canadian author, which I didn't realize. And this also, I'm not too sure what it's about, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people reading this recently. And I'm pretty sure it was nominated for a Goodreads Choice Award last year. Did it come out last year? Oh my god, Dakota Johnson blurbed it? Or is that another Dakota Johnson? It says, even as a child, Adina Giorno knows that she is different. She's from a faraway planet. Okay, I did not know that. The arrival of a fax machine allows her to report back on the oddities of Earthlings. For years, she makes a life for herself among humans and dispatches transmissions on the terrors and wonders of their existence. Then a friend urges Adina to share her messages with the world. Is there a chance she is not alone? Tender, joyful, and startlingly original, Marie-Helene Bertino's Beautyland is a novel about the fragility and resilience of life on Earth, and a story for anyone who has ever felt not quite at home in this world. Oh my god, I love that. Oh my god, that sounds so good. But also, it doesn't say anything in her author bio about living in Canada. But it says, there's like a thing. They put a little thing, you can't even see, but it says Canadian author on this thing that I can't move. Canadian, see? Canadian author. Anyways, I'll do my research. Maybe she's from Quebec, I don't know. But wow, I'm like really excited for this. I only bought it because, I mean, first of all, love the cover, and I've just been hearing so many good things about this lately, so I'm very excited for that. And then I bought This Love by Lottie Jeffs. And I remember seeing this book when I was buying books for work. And it's about these two best friends. I think the way the synopsis explains it, it sounds like they're in a queer platonic relationship. And I think they make a pact that like at a certain age, if they're not with anyone, they're going to have a child together. So it just sounds like it's about their relationship. I'm sure it'll be messy, but it is a queer book. And it is a queer book, so I got one queer book, one Canadian book, and Spark of the Everflame. Where is Penn Cole from? Are you Canadian by any chance? No, she's from Texas. Okay, so anyways, so these are the 3 books I got. Oh my god, I also got, hold on, I also got this tote bag, and look what it says. So, we love that. So that was my little haul from Spaniel's Tale bookstore in Ottawa. If you're ever there, if you're ever in the area, go check it out. Very cute. But yes, I did read a little bit of This Is How You Lose the Time War last night. I'm trying to remember, I think the last time I updated was Thursday maybe. So I have read a bit. I read a bit on Friday. I read a bit last night. I have, I think, like 50 pages left. I'm definitely enjoying it. The writing is beautiful. I've been underlining some quotes. I don't think it's gonna be 5 stars, but I'm definitely enjoying it. I think it'll probably be around a 4-star. I might finish that tonight. And then honestly, my next book, I think I might reread We Could Be Rats again. I only read this last month, but like, especially after hearing Emily Austen speak last night, like, it just made me really want to reread this and also read it physically so that I can annotate it, because I've read all of her books on audio and I really want to reread them and annotate them, but especially this one because this is my favorite. If you don't know, this is my favorite book this year. I highly doubt anything's gonna beat it. I love this book so much. So I think I might reread this. This might be what I pick up after I'm done. This Is How You Lose the Time War. I don't know. You can watch next week's vlog to see how that goes. So yeah, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched till the end, leave the Canadian emoji. I don't know, I'm feeling very like patriotic. So yeah, leave the Canadian flag emoji because Emily Austen is Canadian, I'm Canadian, we love Canada, do we? I don't know, but yeah, just leave that. I'm so tired, if you can't tell. I just woke up from a fat nap, so I didn't sleep very well last night. So if I sound ridiculous, that's why. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna end this vlog now, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Wait, is that my outro? What's my outro? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!